大家好，我叫华诗雅，我2015年毕业中文和文学双专业。Hi everyone, my name is Sabrina Hua. I graduated in 2015 as a Chinese and English double major. First things first, if you are sitting here, give yourself a pat on the back because you've already made this far. Funny story, I actually did not intend on being a Chinese major, and when I realized I had enough credits, I was like, wow, guess I'm in it for the long haul. And honestly, becoming a Chinese major is probably one of the best decisions of my Hamilton career. It definitely opens doors to know language, but I think more importantly, it allows you to communicate across cultures. It really allows you to understand an individual from their language when you're in their society. And I think that is really what prepares you to be a global citizen and also to work in an increasingly globalized world. So when I was a Chinese major, I studied abroad in ACC during my sophomore year, which was a fantastic experience. As you probably have heard, it is hard. It is very hard, but I think it is also incredibly fulfilling. Um, my friends I made from other schools who also attended ACC actually ended up being my colleagues when I worked in Shanghai for the past year. So actually, right after graduation, literally the week after graduation, I was on a one-way flight to Shanghai where I worked as an education consultant in a very competitive private sector market. And basically, the nature of college consulting in China is helping elite students apply elite Chinese high school students, of course, apply to school in the US. And for me, being able to speak Chinese, though it wasn't a requirement, really did come in handy to communicate with students when they struggle to communicate their ideas and emotions and reflections in English. I was able to jump in and ask them questions in Chinese and really, more importantly, to understand where they were coming from culturally, to help them negotiate generational gaps with their parents. For example, a lot of those textbook readings that you do in Chinese class, which you might be thinking, oh, this is like really scripted. A lot of that actually came in handy when it came to talking to my Chinese students and my clients in Chinese. And I think most importantly, when I came back to the U.S., I was working on a local political campaign. A lot of times, people passed me the phone when they had a Chinese speaker, and it would just come up more regularly than I ever thought it would. The need for there to be language capacity, for there to be a Mandarin speaker. I think Chinese is only becoming more and more important, and I think it is crucial that you continue to learn it. By that, I know it's hard. Went through it myself for 4 years, but you also have a great team of teachers supporting you. And by all means, you should know that you can rely on one another for help, but also to reach out to the teachers who are really tireless and extremely, extremely supportive. I cannot stress that enough. You're really lucky to have such hardworking teachers, and I hope you guys continue down the path of being Chinese majors. 加油，再见。